So, for today na naman is we will be discussing the rule number 5, and this rule is talk about the actual game or yung nilalaro na talaga. So, there are various section din na dito sa rule number 5, and the first one that we will be discussing is the section number 1 is the choice of turn at bat. So, this section is it talks about the choosing. So, sino ba yung mauna, sino ba yung on bat, or kung sino ba yung on field by decided on a toss coin or any type of choosing of kung sino bang mauna. So, next is the section number 2, the fitness of ground. So, the fitness of the ground for a game shall be decided solely by the plate umpire. So, meaning is ini-introduce muna yung ang bawat umpire sa bawat base. So, yung first base, second base, and so on. So, next will be the section number 3, the regulation game. So, in this section is it talks about the how longer the innings or how ilang innings ang mako-consist, no? So, in this section is it talks about na the game should be or consist of 7 innings, no? And meron din namang 3 innings, depende rin sa laro, no, kung championship ba or regular game lang. So, next is the section number 4, the winner of the game. So, understandable na, no, kung sino yung mas maraming runs in the regular game is yun yung i-declare na panalo, where it called the regulation game shall be scored at the end of the last complete inning unless the team second at the bat has scored more runs than the first team at the bat in the completing inning. In the case, the score shall be that of the incomplete inning. So, ganun yung deciding of winner. So, next is the section number 5, the run ahead rule, which is it consists of 2 categories, no, and can be played on the tournaments and championship. Well, in the complete innings must be played unless the team second at the bat score required number of runs while about. So, this rule is a new, no, in the softball rules, kaya ito siya ay bago. So, for the section number 6 is the tiebreaker. So, in this section is it talks about the starting with the top of the 8th inning. So, ito na yung time na mag-extend ng ating laro, no? So, mag-extend ng isang inning from 7, and kapag nagkaroon ng tiebreaker is mag-extend tayo ng isang inning that magiging 8 inning na siya, no? Para meron lang ma-declare na winner of the game. So, for the next section is the section number 7, the scoring of runs. So, ito na yung time na naka-score yung yung bat runner. So, a 1 run shall be scored each time a runner legally touches first, second, third, or bases. So, ibig sabihin is every touch mo ng bawat base is merong score doon sa each base. So, each base may score, no? Ganun siya. So, in the first base, panatapakan mo yung doon, panatapakan mo, so score. Then, for the second base, tatapakan mo ulit, then score. And pagka third base is score din. So, ganun din lang ang scoring in the section, in the softball game. So, next is the section number 8, the charge conference. So, dito na yung time na magkakaroon ng mga interactions yung bawat team, no? Kasi ito na yung time na mag-interact sila sa, halimbawa, may isang sa isang team na sa isang offensive team, and then sa defensive team is merong charge na naganap, no? So, dito na sila mag-interact yung each team. So, now let's proceed to the rule number 6, the pitching regulation or the fast or only for the fast pitch. So, there are also various sections din dito, no, sa rule number 6. So, the first one is the preliminaries. So, in this case is that before commencing the delivery pitch, the pitcher must consist the following. So, i-explain ko na lang, no. So dapat ang isang pitcher is alam niya kung saan siya mag-pitch, no. So di siya pwede rin mag-pitch kung wala siya sa isang pitcher's place, no. So ganun yung rule ng isang pitcher dito sa preliminary section. So next will be the section number 2, the starting the pitch. So next section is the section number 2, is the starting pitch. So the pitch starts when one hand is taken off the ball or the pitcher makes any motion that is part of his swing up. So in this section is, ang isang pitcher dapat is mabilis siya, and then meron siyang kinakandak na motion in his part kasi before siya magre-release, no. Ganun dapat ang isang pitcher. Next will be the section number 3, the legal delivery. So these are the following the following that must be taken. The pitcher must not make any motion to pitch without immediately delivering the ball to the batter. So ganun, no. So the pitcher must not use a pitching motion in which, after having the ball in both hands in the pitching position, he removes one hand from the ball, takes a backward and forward swing, and returns to the ball to the both hands in front of the body. So ito. So yung ganun yung characteristic ng isang Pero and the pitcher must not use a with up in which there is a stop or reversal of the forward motion. So yun na yung time na nagkaroon na siya ng forward motion, and then the pitcher must not make 2 revolutions of the arm of the wind pitch, however may drop his arm to the side and to the rear before starting the windmill motion. Then next is the delivery must be an underhanded motion. So from the underhand is ganito, no, underhand motion with the hand below the hip. So below the hip, underhand. Hip in the wrist not farther from the body than elbow. Next is the release of the ball, and the follow through of the hand and wrist must be forward and past the straight line of the body. So dapat naka-stiff tayo ng pag follow through ng ating during pitching, and then dapat it must be straight line of the body. Next is the release of next is the both feet must remain in contact with the pitcher's plate before the start of the pitch. So dapat both feet must remain in contact, no. Dapat naka-remain lang siya dito in the plate, and then before siya mag-start ng kanyang pitch. And then next is the performing of the pivot, where foot must remain in contact with the pitcher's plate at all times before the forward drag or leap or hop. So before siya mag-pivot, performer siya ng pivot, and before siya mag-hop. So in the act of delivering the ball, the pitcher may take one step with the leading non-pivot foot simultaneously with the release of the ball. The step must be forward, the batter and within the 61.0 cm or 24 in length of the pitcher's plate. So ganun siya kahaba, no? And also etc. In doing the pitcher's pitcher's role. So next is the section number 4, the defensive positioning. So the pitcher shall not deliver a pitch unless all defensive player except the catcher must in the catcher's back or position in fair territory. So ang pitcher is hindi mo na siya magde-deliver ng kanyang pitching kapag wala pa sa kanyang or wala pa nakatayo sa side niya yung defensive player, no? So ganun dapat. A fielder shall not take a position in the batter's line of vision or with the deliberate and sportsmanlike not intent act in a manner to distract the batter. So bawal yun na gawin kasi you will be distracting the batter. So ganun. So next will be the section number 5, the foreign substance. So no member of the defensive team shall at any time during the game permitted to use any foreign substances on the ball. A pitcher who licks his finger must be wiped off his fingers before making contact with the ball. So note, kapag merong mga defensive team member gani na patuloy pa rin sa pag-place ng mga foreign substance ng ball, is considered na agad siya na tatawagan ng ejection, no, or thrown out to the game. Yun. So next will be the section number 6, the catcher. So what is the role of the catcher? So the role of the catcher is to remain within the catcher's back until the pitch is released. shall return the ball directly to the pitcher after it pitch, including after a foul ball. So yun yung rule ng isang catcher, no, or yung sa likod ng ng batter. So ganoon yung role niya, no. Siya yung taga salo ng miss ng or foul ball ng isang pitcher. Tapos siya rin, yung role niya is ibalik lang din sa pitcher, no. So ganoon yung role ng isang catcher. So section number 7 is a throwing to a base. So what is throwing to a base? It is the pitcher after he has taken the pitching position shall not throw to a base during a live ball while his foot is in contact with the pitcher's plate. If the throw from the pitcher's plate occurs during a live ball appeal play, the appeal is cancelled. So makakancel yung yung pitching ng isang ng pitchers during the pitching attempt, kasi bawal siya na mag-occur dun sa bawal siya na makakontak doon sa pitcher's plate, no. Kaya ganun makakancel or madideclare na isang umpire na kanselado ang kanyang attempt. So the following is the effect for all the section 1 is the above. The section 1 is the any infraction of section 1 to 7 is an illegal pitch except the rule number 6 in section number 4 and section number 6. The umpire shall give delayed dead ball signal and call an illegal pitch. If the illegal pitch is not hit, an extra ball is awarded to the batter, first base if ball 4 and runners are advanced 1 base. So kapag nagkaroon ng illegal pitching or hindi na hit ang pitch is the runner are advanced 1 base, no. So ganun yung mangyayari. Then if the illegal pitch is hit, the manager of the offensive team has the option of taking the award for the illegal pitch or the result of the play. So yun yung iti-take ng isang manager ng isang offensive team, no, na i-award yung illegal pitch and then yung i-declare niya yung result ng play. So next is if the illegal pitch is swung at, miss, and the catcher drops the third strike but throws the batter out the first base and other advance at least 1 base, the manager of the offensive team has the option of taking the award for the illegal pitch or the result of the play. So in the exception, no, kapag ang batter is naabot niya yung result and then after na ma-drop niya yung third strike, and if all the runners have advanced, at least meron din silang 1 base on the play. Meron silang ang mangyayari is ang illegal pitch is manonullified, no, and all action as result of the play stand and no option is given. So if the manager does not take the result of the play, the illegal pitch is enforced by awarding a ball to the batter, first base if ball 4, and advancing and all runners 1 base, the ball is dead. And then last is when an illegal pitch hits the batter, the ball is dead. Consider siya na ball, no? Kasi kapag na-hit ng isang illegal na-hit ng isang batter ang illegal pitch is consider siya the dead ball. Then the better award is for the first base and all runners advance 1 base. So no option is given din. So yun lang. Then the section number 9. So in this, at the beginning of the first inning for both teams, or when a pitcher relieves another not more than 1 minute, may use to deliver not more than 5 pitches to the catcher or another team member at the start of each half inning or in the after inning, that the pitcher from previous inning shall have 1 minute to throw up to 3 warm-up pitches. So ganun siya, no. So next is the section number 10 and rule number 6 is the no pitch. So dito na yung nadedeclare yung no pitch kapag ang pitch ay merong suspension in the game or in the playing, when the pitcher attempts a quick return on the ball before the batter has taken his position, or kapag na off balance ang result ng dating pitch, and then a runner is called for leaving a base prior to the pitcher releasing the pitch, then the pitcher pitches before a runner has retouched his base after a foul has been declared and the ball is dead, and the player, manager, or coach calls a time or employs any word or phrase or commits any act with the ball is alive in play of the previous of the trying to make the pitcher commit an illegal pitch. So kung nakikita niyo, no, ang coach nila is marami rin talagang sobrang importante din talaga ng role ng isang coach or manager din. Yeah. So next is the section number 11, the drop ball. So what is in the section number 11? So in this is the ball slip from the pitcher's hand during his delivery. A ball is declared on the batter and the ball will remain in play and the runners may advance at their own risk. So yun yung mangyayari kapag na-drop mo yung ball. Next is the section number 12, the illegal pitcher. So what is the illegal pitcher? A pitcher has been declared an illegal pitcher as a result of the team exceeding the charge conference limit may not return to the pitching position at any time for the remainder of the game. So the effects of this section is if the illegal pitcher has returned and has thrown one pitch illegal, is ejected. So tanggal siya sa laro. And if he discovered prior to the next pitch, manager of his offensive team has the option, so taking result of the play, at kapag nagkaroon ng nullified, no, ang isang laro, and then the runners returning to the last base held at the time of the play. So yan. So now let's proceed to the rule number 7 in the batting. So in batting, meron din naman siyang mga sections, no. So the first section is the on deck batter. So what is on deck batter? It consists of the start of an inning is the lead of a batter who must remain in his on deck circle until called to the batter's box. Once an inning has started, the offensive player in the batting lineup is the next player to enter the batter's box. So kung sino yung nasa sa offensive player, ay siya yung nasa batting lineup, siya yung sunod na magbabat. So may take a position within either on deck circle, so he's behind the batter and not on the batter's open side. So nasa likod siya ng isang current batter, no. So may loosen up with no more than 2 official softball bats, an approved warm-up bat, or a combination not to exceed 2. So yun. So may leave on the deck circle when he becomes the batter, or the direct runner advance from third to home plate, or to avoid possible interference on fly ball or throw ball. So may not interfere with the defensive player's opportunity to make play. So the effects are if the defensive fielders attempt to retire a runner, with the defensive player attempting to catch a fly ball, or with a fly ball that fielder is attempting to catch. So section number 2 is the batting order. So what is batting order? The batting order of each team must be on the score sheet lineup card, must be delivered before the game by the manager or captain to the official scorer and the plate umpire. He shall submit it to the inspection of the manager or captain of the opposing teams. So ang order ng isang ng mga batter is ang captain ang may role nito, no. So the captain submit it to the inspection or to the umpire. So the batting order delivered to the umpire must be followed throughout the game unless a player is replaced by, first is a substitute. Kapag nangyari ito, the substitute must take the place of the removed player in the batting order. So it only applies in the FP. The flex player who can bat or run for the starting DP or his substitute in the batting order. So ito lamang, no, and the player who should have bat is out and any advance of the score are made as a result of the improper batter become a batter runner shall be nullified. So if the batter declared out under these circumstances is the third out, the correct batter in the next inning shall be the player who would have come to bat had the player been put out by ordinary play. If the third out is made a runner prior to the discovery of the infraction, an appeal may still be made in order to reinstate the correct batting order. So no runner shall remove from the base he is occupying to bat in his proper place. He merely misses his turn at the bat with no penalty. The batter following him in the batting order becomes the legal batter. So dun na magkakaroon ng legal batter kapag kahit na yung runner is natanggal na siya dun, no, sa base na na dapat i-occupy niya. So, yun. So section number 3 is the batting position. So, dito na natin malalaman kung ano yung mga position, no, ng mga battler. So, ano yung position ng batting in the playing. So, the batter must take his position in the batter's box within 10 seconds after the umpire has declared the play ball. So, it only lasts 10 seconds, no, para pumunta siya doon sa batter's box. Kapag dineclare na ng isang umpire ang play ball. So, the umpire shall call strike. A pitch does not need to be thrown and the ball becomes dead. So, ganun yun. An offensive team member may not, under any circumstances, deliberately erase the lines of the batter's box at any during the game. This includes a coach erasing the lines during the pre-game meeting. So, dito na yung nangyari ng mga erasing of lines, no? Kaya, nagkakaroon ng mga circumstances. So, the batter must have both feet completely within the batter's box prior to the start of the pitch. He may touch the lines but no part of his foot may be outside the lines prior to the pitch. So, pwede niyang matouch yung line, no? Basta't hindi lang lalagpas yung o lalabas yung paa niya doon sa boundary line or sa linya ng batter's box. So, these are the exception on the section number 3. If the ball is hit fair or foul on a swing or an attempted swing which includes a slap or check swing, provide the momentum of the swing and attempt swing carries the batter out of the batters. If forced out of the box by a pitch, kapag masyadong malakas, example, kapag masyadong malakas yung pag-pitch ng isang pitcher and then na-forces na maglabas sa batter. So yun yung exception yun. And on a wild pitch or a pass ball. And if there is an attempted play, if time has been called, so kapag natawag ng isang coach ang time, and then if the pitcher leaves the pitcher circle, on the catcher leaves the catcher's box. So it only applies on the flex pitcher lang, flex player lang, no. On 3-ball pitch that is strike that the batter thinks is a ball. So ganun yun. So what is the effect in section 3? If the batter leaves the batter's box, delays plays, and none of the exceptions apply, the umpire shall call a strike. No pitch has been thrown and the ball is called dead. So now let's proceed to the section number 4. So what includes in the section number 4 is a strike is called by the umpire. So when any part of a legally pitched ball enters the strike zone before touching the ground and what batter does not swing, and for legally pitched ball struck at the miss by the batter. So now let's proceed to the section number 5. So in section number 5 is a ball is called by the umpire. So dito na yung mga call in a illegal pitch where does not enter the strike zone. So kaya matawag siya na the ball is called kasi kapag na-touch niya yung ground before niya ma-reach yung home plate, is not swung at, or kung hindi niya na-reach yung home plate, and the touches home plate in which the batter does not swing. At kapag yung batter is hindi niya pinorform yung pag-swing ng bat. And then some effects are the ball is dead, runners may not advance. So kapag magiging dead na yung ball, no, and hindi makaka-advance yung runner. And for each illegally pitched ball which the batter does not hit, or when the manager elects not to take the result of the play after the ball has been hit, the ball is dead and the runners are entitled to advance one base without liability to be put out. So wala ka nang gagawin, no, and advance ka na agad sa isang base. So for each illegally pitched ball not swung at, ang effect nito is the ball is dead and runner may not advance. So same na din siya, no. And then when a delivered ball by the pitcher hits the batter outside of the strike zone for its excessive warm or pitch, ang effect nito is same din, the ball is dead and the runners may not proceed. With the catcher fails to return the ball directly to the pitcher as required, when the pitcher fails to pitch the ball within 20 seconds, kasi considered na siya na delay na, no, delaying of pitching na, so the ball is dead and yung runner is hindi makaka-advance. So now section number 6, the batter is out. So bakit wala na the batter is out, no? Kasi kapag nag-swung siya and miss and the ball touches any part of the person, then kapag nag-swung siya and then the pitch ball hits the batter while the pitch is not in the strike zone, and the batter is also ejected from the game. Ganun yung mangyayari. May-eject yung batter. When the batter enters the batter's box with or he's discovered using an illegal bat, the bat is removed from the game. No? Mare-remove siya. When his foot is completely outside the lines of the batter's box and touching the ground or any part of foot in touching home plate where he puts the fair or foul. When he leaves the box to gain a running start but has returned to the box when he makes when he boots a foul in second strike and except is if runner interferes with the fielder attempting to catch a band fly ball in foul territory. So now let's proceed to section number 8 na, no?